Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more of Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Now, I've used the Z spell once again to backtrack all the way to the bottom of this ladder where I first encountered the group of nasty goblins to see if I can take less damage in this instance. Now, I don't know if it's because I cast the hot spell or because it was the third spell that I'd cast after the two pops. And so, I don't know if it was a certain amount of stuff of spells or if I had to defeat a certain amount of goblins using spells or blade. But I'm going to see if I can do it involving less damage. After that, I would like to follow the goblins back up here, hear that partial spell line. And once I get up here to the Mad King, I don't think I got any particularly useful information, but I'll go in for a little bit, listen a little, and then I'll leave, come back down, and try and make it to this exit here. I'm going to do I'm going to do some of that off camera, and then I'll come back when I get back here. So see you all in a bit. And we're back. So I went up there, I listened in a bit, and I left. The sound of the goblin army echoes for a long way over your shoulder, but it seems they are too busy appeasing their would-be king. And it does seem their would-be king is indeed... Right, let's see. Fauna was never spell. So what's been updated? It's not a partial, is it? It's half a spell line. By Forger's Pride, the God Korga may know. Yeah. Right. So let's continue. Hot didn't do it. Hot popping rocks for a bit, that worked. I drank the potion on the way back up there. The way seems shorter now. You no longer have the torchlight of the goblins to follow, but you do not hurry. To stumble here and trip into the slurry water truly would be a fate worse than death, and could indeed lead to death. The way seems to continue on into infinite darkness, but these goblins must have come from somewhere. And it's remarkable I can find my way around so much this late in the evening without a light source underground. There is nothing else for it. You strike off along the sewer, hoping to find a way out. It is impossible to tell how much time has passed. In the world above, perhaps the sun has gone down and the stars have come out, but down here, all you know is that the people of Khare are still throwing their slops into the grates. The water underfoot stinks, and the ducts above your head rain with thick filth. A junction. Okay. Some kind of sewer grate down there. You reach a junction of two sewers, one way sealed by a grating. Well, I'll go this way. No, I clicked and held, which apparently is the default rewind button. Never knew that. There are no ladders up from this stretch of the sewer. You might have walked more than the whole width of the city by now and be out under the Baklands themselves. Or what if the sewer forms a great circle and you are simply walking around and around, slowly carving a deeper channel for the filth? That's a somewhat philosophical question, but I'll settle with just continuing in this direction for now. The Slime Eater! Slime Eater! Cover picture monster! Yeah! I've got good health. Good-ish. You emerge into a small chamber where a knee-deep pool of sewage has collected. The liquid is bubbling and, as you watch, a shape rises from the water. It is the smooth hide of a slime eater. It roars, gobbling slime and goo at you. So, I think the teleporter trap originally teleported us in the books to vary into this room, and then you could get rained on or duck, by a sewer grate, or duck under the surface and try not to breathe it in while it came down, and then you'd bump into this thing shortly afterwards. Cast a spell. What have I got? I mean, what could be great, right? No W. Zap. Gob. I'm not sure a goblin's going to help too much here. Telepathy to understand the mind of the slime gobbler. I don't think that's a very healthy idea. That might lead to madness. Jig? Make it dance? I'm not sure that's going to help. I'm not sure it's much of a dancer. I think it'd be a great idea. Make it dance and happy, and so dot will be door open, doze, slowness. If I was trying to run away from it... what's the clumsy again? That's... I got pep. I don't have the firewater potion. Yep, I could do a bit of damage. Now, I've used some pebbles on the goblins, so I only have so many left. Really? Speak its language? I mean, I think it's going to say, I want to kill you. Got the beeswax, sharpen my blade, liking this idea, as long as he doesn't defend too much. Sure. Ow. Oh, my. Little accident. I'm okay. You smear beeswax onto the blade of your sword, and it begins to gleam with razor sharpness. You draw your sword, which seems a mere toothpick compared to the size of the creature. Then you close in for the kill. And it looks very small here, but really there's a vast bulk beneath the surface. I'm thinking... I don't know what is... There's no indication of how it's going to behave. I'll go for about a 2. Yeah, right, ow. It got my head in its hand! In its shit-covered hand! The slime eater growls at you, filth and fetid waste spilling from between its blubbering lips. You sidestep through the sewer as the creature lumbers forward, then swipe with your biting sword. The slime eater skulks in the water, then rises up and charges. You brace yourself as the creature's arms come down, pushing your head into the water. Blood trickles over the hilt of your sword, making it slippery. It drops under the water, almost out of sight. Sounds like it's going to defend. Let's see. Yes. You attack the creature. Sidestepping, you slash out viciously at the slime eater. Low in the water, the monster escapes mostly unharmed. It sinks lower into the water, its eyes on you. So... Oh, it's really low. Yeah, just go again. Yeah, alright, ow. The slime eater slides through the water, knocking you over. You defend yourself as best you can. Blood drips from the cuts on your arms. It reaches long, clawed arms out of the water. Is it... Hold a little back for defense. There. The smell is getting worse. Rushing forward, you charge at the slime eater with your lethal blade just as it comes for you. You cut its attack down. The slime eater lifts up out of the water, then crashes back down, bits of its body bubbling and boiling. It disappears into the sewer, almost invisible. I think it's going to defend again, so if I go just jabby jab jab jab, yeah! Feinting left, you slice bitingly at the slime eater, but you cannot cut through the sludge with enough force to do the creature harm. The slime eater staggers backwards into the filthy water, screaming and howling. I go all in. Even if it's defending, I should still get a kill. Slashing through the mud, you race into the slime eater with your sharpened weapon. The slime eater roars up, exposing a soft area beneath its chin. You strike with your sword and it sinks in deep, bringing a fountain of thick green ooze. And then silence. Is that a Hamlet reference? It might be. 4 stamina lost. Decent dueling. Yeah. Not going to complain. The body of the slime eater sinks down into the muck. Past the slime eater's lair is another tunnel. And I shall take it. I want to check something, though. Because in the original book, I think using the items... Yeah, I've still got the beeswax. I think many of these, not all, were consumed with use, like the pebbles, right, to throw. I got 1 pebble left. Apparently the beeswax not consumed. Still no food. No, I don't want to rewind. I just want to read it. Further on, the sewer ends and a walkway opens on the right. You step gratefully out of the filth and muck into a low tunnel. And I can think at least I got away from the red eyes. You arrive in a dead-end passageway, but there is light here shining from above. You look up to see a hole in the roof of the sewer, and even better, there is a rope with a bucket hanging from the gap. You found a disused well, if it's that wishing well. I test the rope. You cannot believe your luck. Down here in the dark, you have been close to thinking you might never escape, so you test the rope first, expecting it to come free at the slightest tug. But it does not. It holds secure and firm. The climb will be long, but it will be safe. Then up I shall go. Reassured, you start to climb. The first few feet are wonderful. Filth runs clear from your legs, but the rest of the climb is long and makes for hard work. Am I going to lose some stamina? I think I may have already done so. No. Okay. Halfway up, you stop for a rest. I don't think I need to pray for help just yet. You continue the climb. It takes maybe half an hour of inching your way up the rope, but eventually you reach the top. You are indeed climbing out through a well into the open air. You take a deep lungful, expecting crisp, fresh air, but what you get is stale and dusty. Where are you now? Oh! Let's see. Oh, no. This is not where I want to go. I want to go to here. Can I go back? Yes, I can. I suspect I have a problem here. You have emerged from the sewers into a wide area of tall trees and short headstones, surrounded by a tall ironwork fence, overgrown with ivy and gripweed. You're in the necropolis of Khare, its city of the dead. The sun is beginning to set already behind the city wall to the north. You must be close to the gate now. Well, yeah, but I kinda need to go back. I suspect there will be a limit to the backtracking. The wind whistles between the tall trees. The sun is setting behind the wall. You step nervously off the path and walk between the nearest tombs. Some are ancient, headstones tilted to crazy angles, and some of them fallen face down, as though the citizens of this graveyard had been drinking since they died. Others are fresh, neatly carved and cleaned of all moss and weeds. They sparkle in the moonlight, as though cleaned by maids and waiting for their occupants to arrive. Can I, like... I can't go back, can I? Explore the newer tombs. There are several tombs here. There must have been a recent plague on the rich in the city. They are scattered around in roughly alphabetical groups. I I don't have the name of the dead lord. And even if I do, I don't have the item that I need. Bother. Bother, bother, bother. Clues, no wait. Lord Feet of a beggar, Lord Lorag is a scholar. 4 nobles. I think... Was it something with a V? It's one of these two, isn't it? Auxil to Tamarin. Shinva, of course. You approach Shinva's mausoleum. Carved above its door is, "Here rests Lord Shinva, 5th noble of Khare." Your heart hammers. Is this the undead noble you were warned you would need to find? Indeed, and I'm not going to be able to do it. So. Oh, bother. The door to Shinva's mausoleum seems to be unlocked, and there's a crack ajar as though someone regularly came and went. Just in front of it is a ring of little mushrooms growing up against the front step of the mausoleum. I will look at the ring. You crouch down to look at the mushrooms. They are highly poisonous, not least because you cannot see a single insect crawling around or under any of them. Unusually, the ring itself is also perfectly circular in shape. Very unusual. In its centre something silver glints. A stake pushed into the soft soil. I will take the stake. And this is the... Yeah, I'm still taking it. Can it... Yep. Step into the second mushroom. Get close enough. Find yourself falling. Because it's a teleport trap. Great. You're falling into the sewer once again, but this time there is a slime eater waiting below the duct through which you fall, and with its mouth wide open. You do not even hit the water. Oh, really? I'd better cast the Z spell then, I think. So why? Go back to here? No. No. So obviously we've encountered an auto kill. I have messed up a fork in the road, other side, cross the bridge. There, yeah. So let's drink from the fountain. Look around. Move on. And we want to be going this way. Into the domain of the red eyes. Do not attract their attention. Ignore. Young children. They notice you and begin to point and talk among themselves. If I just approach and play it calm and keep on going. Oh! Huh, yeah, one of those two. A group of children doesn't scare you. You continue down the street towards them. They fan out a little until they fill the width of the narrow road. Above you, shutters are closing and people move away from windows as though, despite their eyes, they have seen a fight coming. Close my own eyes? Because then they might think I'm a red eye, right? But I've cast a spell. Sure. How about a howl? Hot? No. No, no, no. Floats in the air. I'm not sure that's going to help too much against beams of dud. Illusion of... well, I don't know. Ah, no protection from magic. That would have been really helpful right about now. Okay, what else? Don't need a goblin. Why do I have little G's? Gack. That is probably what I... God. No, don't have a jewel. So... that... capital G for gobs, small g for up. That's interesting for different combinations. So... no, that's not going to do it, is it? I mean, maybe? Feels wrong somehow. Okay. Okay. GDMH are the only ones I'm getting. Okay. But two different G's. I think... Thinking quickly, you close your eyes. Perhaps you will be able to blend in. Then you stride forward into the midst of the group, stumbling slightly and feeling your way. The youths begin to laugh at you. Another blind man. The last one to come through here said he was a noble. Are you a noble too? Which way did he go? You ask quickly. The youth shrugs. Out into the wasteland where they all go to die. We don't let them live with us. We don't like tramps. I just keep walking forwards. You take another few steps forward. You are right in their midst now. You can feel them clustering in, one either side of you. I think this creature is brave, the youth remarks loudly, his voice right by your ear. Shall we take a look at him? Keep walking. You take another step forward. Let's do that, one of the other youths says. Then suddenly a deep burning sensation on your arms and legs. You gasp in pain. You keep walking. There does not seem to be anything else to do. Leave him, one of the other youths says. He's not worth anything. You reach the far side of the group and stride smartly away, and have found a new clue. About the blind beggar? The beggar is in the ruins. Found in the ruins of the Fallen Quarter. That is really good to know. But, Fallen Quarter, can I mark it? Right? So I need to not come this way. Or can I? No, because this goes down. Yeah, I need to not go through this market. Which means an opportunity to... Right, so... I'm needing the sun jewel. And I'm completely missing it. Oh, well. Gotta keep looking then. Gotta keep looking. A short way along, the street forks. A narrow alley heads right between narrow buildings, while the main road curves away out of sight towards a wooded cliff. So, that side alley, it's blocked here, isn't it? So I want to go this way. Well, I want to get here. Am I better off going this way to do so? I don't think so. I think I'll stick this way. I don't think I'll get a sun jewel going that way. You follow the road as it curves around. To your left, a line of buildings has been constructed out of the side of a natural cliff face. Above them is a thick area of trees. On the right, you pass a building bordered by a wall almost as high itself. I'll look up into the trees. Did you see something move between the pines that line the ridge? You stop and stare, but make out nothing. Perhaps a movement of a low shadow, or perhaps it is the sunlight through the shifting branches. But certainly those trees must be thick with wild animals, and the creatures that live here must be plagued by them, unless the creatures that live here are more dangerous themselves. Turning about, you crane your neck to look at wall. Yes, I must look at wall. Wall must be looked at. To look at the wall. It is several times your height. Whoever lives here is keen to keep the inhabitants of Khare out, or keen perhaps to keep whatever is inside in. The surface is rough and pockmarked with age. At the very top something gleams. Cast a spell? F-A-L? F. Not the F I need. F-A-L. It might be dangerous to climb the wall. You cast the spell, reducing your body weight to that of a feather, and now I will climb the wall. Sanju! I'm a hero! Like Captain Planet, you know, but I'm not Captain Planet. You climb upwards, making fast progress thanks to your spell. At the top, you find a spiked metal wire running along the wall, but you pass easily across it. In the middle of the wire is also a small yellow sun jewel, which you pick up. A lucky find. On the far side is a yard. It is a prison. Yeah, look, I'm just going to levitate back down into the street on my side of the wall. Thank you very much. You drop back into the street, floating gently as the spell fades. Yeah, look, I'm just going to carry on along the road now. Time to move on. Past the wall. You follow the road as it narrows. The houses built up against the cliff face become narrower too, with single buildings divided and divided again until each dwelling is no wider than its own doorway. Why would I knock on a door? Get rations. I have eaten already today, I think. Let's try it. You pause to knock on a random door. After a short while, it opens to reveal a Sphin woman wearing a bright blonde wig. She seems surprised to see you. "Who are you?" she demands. "Who sent you?" No one sent me." "Then what do you want?" She folds her arms crossly. Well, look, looking for a priest, found him. Looking for a man called Lorag, know where he is. Looking for the city nobles. She's a Sphin. What's she going to know about them? The Sphin's are kind of lower class, orky sort of people. New to this. Yeah, I'm new in the city. You tell her. What should I do? She laughs boredly. "Well, you're asking me? Here's what you should do, honey. Keep one hand on your money pouch and the other on your sword and never turn your back for a moment." She nods behind you with her chin. Yeah, okay, look. Shouldn't have knocked on this door. If I turn around quickly, she'll be behind me. I'm not afraid. "Glad to hear it. And if you see Sansus hiding in the council, you see if you can't make him so confident. You could use some leadership round here. This place is going to the wolves." With that, she slams the door. Well, look, I'm just gonna go this way, towards Lord Lorag's mansion. I get to meet the Orkling children. They will ask for money, and I will cast a spell and create an illusion of money. Which I believe... G-O... That's not it. Different G? No. 6? No. No. Fix? No, again. That was an F. I clicked the F. Force field, no. Right. So, what's wrong here? G... no. Don't need a goblin. Telepathy isn't gonna... Why can't I create the illusion of treasure? Why is the option not available? Oh, is it dud? It is dud, isn't it? Yeah, dud. So I make the fake treasure, and the Orklings are happy and busy having a scrap. I go into Lord Lorag's mansion, look at the building, and head in. Now, it has been suggested I treat this slightly differently this time. You follow the gate. You enter the gate and follow the path to the front of the house. Between tall, well-tended trees, the place seems quite lived in. It has been suggested I sneak around the side of the building before I go and knock on the front door. You move confidently and with stealth. Dropping to all fours, you sneak through the gate and crouch low below the window at the side of the house. From inside, you can hear someone talking, intoning quietly to themselves, a sound that reminds you of the chanting of the chief mage back in Analand. I stay, I listen. You stay crouched low, hoping to catch words you understand. A spell, exclaims the speaker. Then, or is it a spell? You listen a moment longer. Demos, Igneous, and Maxis, the voice exclaims. Of course. And then he laughs and falls quiet. Demos, Igneous, and Maxis sound a lot like the names of stars. I'll go round to the front door then. Or am I supposed to creep round the back and say, at a dim front door? You stay low until you are clear of the window, then push yourself down and approach the door. The door of the house is of solid oak wood, decorated with elaborate carvings of vines and trees and serpents. In the middle is a great brass knocker, which I shall knock. You rap 3 times. After a short wait, an elderly man in a gown opens the door, with a strange spiky lizard creature winding around his legs. Yes, he demands. And who are you? You look a trustworthy sort. I am a sorcerer, like yourself. Well, he admits, sorcerers are not known for their social graces, certainly. He pats the lizard at his feet, clearly relaxing in your company somewhat. Please, I need you. I have something for you. Can I give him the collar? Of course you do, he replies, sneering. So does every murderer. They have a blade. You have angered him and he no longer wants to talk. The man steps back and snaps a command at his pet. Ericius, attack! The creature is a bristle beast and it comes leaping forward for you, for your throat, jaws snapping. All right, I'm going to Z that because, yeah. Front door. I knock. Tell him I'm a sorcerer. Need your help. Will you come in? Thank you. So, of course, I've handled this quite well in a previous episode. Quite pleased with that. Give him my sword. I'll collect it on the way back out. And we'll go to this study. Look around the study. How does a man of learning survive? And he tells us he's a teacher. Take the glass because I'm watching him pour it, and I'm not, you know. He'd have to turn his back if he wanted to hide doing anything dodgy. Sage or a sorcerer. Ask about the North Gate. Just passing through. Of course, I'm magic conjurer. Of course, what kind of sorcerer would I be if I did not? So, tell me. LSW. That's not dim. Oh, I see. LSW. Spell of confusion. Interesting. Yes, I believe I know it. WPJ. That's Q? No. W. Spell of protection. We've already established spell of confusion. I can't remember this one now. It's not wall. It's not wall. It's something else. Because there's some kind of substitution at work here, right? Spell of mind reading, perhaps? Because there's a... Wait. I'm not just looking at these upside down, am I? W... No. Oh. I don't remember this now. It has been a little while. Okay. Dim. So if that was dim, if M, so M something. So it was pointed out in the comments, I'm supposed to realise that this begins with the last letter of that one. So M is this really how I do it? So I'm thinking match for magic protection. And it's a small M instead of a large M, so maybe. Or mud. Am I completely off here? Protection. Well, I thought it was wall, and that's a spell of protection. That's wrong. Spell of confusion. No, that is not correct. Such spells existed, of course, but this is not one of them. Okay. Mind reading. Okay. So how was I supposed to work that out as tell? JKL A B C D E. Oh, wait. JKL is 2. A E I O U. W Q R S T U V W. I don't know. So I wait, let him do it. N-A. N? N? L-W-W-J. N? I believe I know. N-A... So this is obviously the Z spell, right? A is E. Which of these would correlate to the... It's not this one, is it? No. The upside down L? How is the upside down L a D? I still don't understand that. Apart from the fact that it's looping back to here. Which doesn't make sense because this J doesn't connect to the N. So how do we get the N? Right, how do we get the N? It's not in either of these, but I did it. Yeah, I know the spell. Never cast it, nobody's saying has. Two tumblers sealed deep inside. Where can I find the other lines? Lord Shimmer is dead. Still haunts his tomb. Follow me. Okay. Take the wig. I have my own, but sure. What kind of experiment? Something about calculations. He suspects it doesn't work. Yeah, what's he going to do? Tell me to give him all his money? I'll put the wig on. I'll cast Tell. Like I did last time. Oh, sorry. Wrong spell. Yes. Oh, that's annoying. Hang on. Let's fix that then. So no, that wasn't it, was it? It was that. Yeah, the language one. Right. Yeah. Was it? It's not Yap. It's the other one, isn't it? Oh, got to redo the whole thing. All right. I don't want to ask about the painting this time because he has regrets. He's had a few, you know. Something about a final curtain because curtains are final apparently. Yeah, I know. Was that a little too obvious what I was hinting at there? Just passing through, mean no harm to the city. I'm just kind of trying to survive the city at the moment. What? Oh, sleepy late night misclick. Oh, I'm redoing that. I'm redoing that. That is dumb. Look around. Take the drink. Da. Just passing through, mean no harm to the city. I do know how... Yes, of course. Excellent. Right. I know. Constellations. So this is confusion. Oh, because it's dim. So I know that D-I-M. Yeah, it's a spell of confusion. Obviously. And this... also a spell of confusion? Mind reading. Because while this is dim, that's M. So that's tell somehow. I wait. And we've already established that D is this one. I know the Z spell. Yes, it is well known to me. Thank you for the line. And then his experiment. Says it's harmless. Put the wig on. He puts on the skull cap. It's much like the one you already own. You dig up your own and return the other to Lorag, who nods. Okay, I'll put the wig on. And he's speaking in something that sounds like a goblin language, so I will cast the spell that allows me to understand the languages of other creatures. Which is... rapport, of course. He's trying to mentally control me, but it doesn't work because I can understand the words. Twisting it this way and... You see him trying to alter the shape of the magic, twisting it this way and that, but nothing works. It seems your protection spell has foxed him. After a few minutes, he removes the skull cap and nods. Thank you. It would seem my calculations were in error after all, he smiles weakly. Lorag shows you to the door, and you retrieve your sword as you go. And I head out the door, and I believe into the next episode. But that, I believe, will have to wait till next time. I'm going to say bye for now. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I do look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'm going to say goodbye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone.